Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new play-by-play video. In this video, we're going to be playing some Hades solo. Really excited to get started, so why don't we just get on with it. For our build, we're going to be going Sunder, of course. We're going to be going Bluestone to start. After that, our first item is going to be Wish Granting Pearl. Get some health pots as well. And we are going to be building Wish Granting Pearl into, I believe this item is called Helm of Radiance. After that, Breastplate of Valor. Then we can go like a Void Stone. And then our final two items are kind of just like however the game's going, we'll build stuff. It could be more defense, it could be more damage. The idea is kind of you want to start with a hybrid sort of defensive base, and then after that, whatever you want is probably going to be okay. We've got Sunder to like basically just make sure that we don't get cheesed at level 1. Gets us great secure on our blue. Also just very good secure for Gold Fury and Fire Giant. Being 1,000 damage at level 10 for us and onward. So it's again, just like Smite in League of Legends or whatever. It's your way to kind of eliminate like variability from objectives, and if one team has Sunder and the other team doesn't, the team that has Sunder almost always is going to win. So yeah, it's a great investment. 110 second cooldown on that. Blink is 220, I believe, or 240. Obviously, we can check 240, so you're gonna have it 2 times and some change up as much as you do blink. Obviously, it does kind of hurt our fight a little bit in terms of like we're a bit less safe and things like that. But as long as we kind of work around that, we'll be fine. You know, Solo's in a very weird spot where like you don't want to necessarily go Sunder because for a laning phase it might not be the most helpful for like survivability, but if you don't go it you're just behind, so it's like very awkward, and honestly I don't think Solo's in the best spot on higher level games. We're against auto speed, which is cool, so it's kind of going to be like, you know, who can own harder, and I guess that's exciting, right? Gonna get a 3 off here. Shoot, it is getting active. It's 3-2 already, man. Oh man. All right, we'll go get this over here. Seems like we did some invading and stuff on that side of the map. But yeah, we just want to kind of focus on clearing, just kind of like out farm him. If you get gold into tower, like minions into tower, it's a big deal in this game. Last hits are so important. You just get so much gold from them. So just by focusing our clear, playing a character like Hades is going to be very strong for us. Don't recommend playing Hades into Susano. Everything besides that is generally pretty okay. Great into Odin, pretty good into Chuck. So that's kind of your roadmap for matchups. Fenrir is scary just because Fenrir is so overtuned, but the matchup itself isn't that bad. So yeah, generally speaking, avoid Hades into the Susanos, pick him into the Warriors. That's kind of my best piece of advice for it, I suppose. We're making sure we kind of like hit him, avoid his one as well. So we're grouping the wave and kind of just getting an out clear started. And really quickly, you're going to see that we are really going to start kind of getting that gold lead. So far, let's let him finish these minions. We're up about 300 gold, so it's very severe. And we're not even pushing in too hard or anything. That's also just getting that chest camp. It means we're going to hit level 4 first here, and obviously that is hugely important. Fenrir is here, so we'll not dash in on that wave, of course, and he'll be able to get a bit of room back, so to speak, but you know, as long as we're not dying and stuff, I don't mind too much, especially considering like they're getting some help in doing that. But yeah, we just kind of want to play safe, keep playing back, and when we see the Fenrir somewhere, as we do see him in mid, we know that we're kind of okay to do something. Get this this Warhorn just to stop his momentum. He can go pick it up if he wants, but problem is that obviously, well, now he can't. But problem is we're out clearing him again. So yeah, this is going to be a little bit dicey for him. He cannot kill that minion like we can kill this one. We'll get the 3 off on both of them. And yeah, good things are kind of going on for us. Nothing too crazy just yet, but nothing needs to be crazy. If he dashes in on this, we're going to ult him. If he doesn't, well, he did. So we're going to Sunder, auto 3, auto ult again, or use our 3 again because we can in our ult. He's just down. He did have Blink. I'm surprised he didn't use it. He would have been in a lot of trouble anyways, would have lost that whole wave and stuff, so it's not like he would have been much better off, but you know, you kind of want to stay alive if you can, I'd like to think, so maybe just kind of shocked by the damage. Came out really quickly. Silence, obviously, you can't blink when you're silenced, so maybe that was a reason. Either way, we got a wave fully pushed in. We invaded their blue buff. We're going to have wave pressure here again, pick up these little tower orbs, and lead-wise, although, you know, we still have some more to do, he'll catch up a little bit, but mostly won't. We're up 1,000, so 4 minutes, 1k lead. And again, it just goes to show like how powerful that gold push advantage can be. He just got a gold fury, so probably got like 190, maybe 200 gold off of that. And despite that, is still down 1,000. So imagine if he didn't have that. We're going to get all these last hits here. I can just play to reset right this second. I know my blue's up. I doubt he's going to go to it. He's got a wave to clear. Doesn't really want to push up that hard. If he does, though, it's fine. I really just want to get like a efficient back off, so to speak. And we're going to go Helm of Radiance here next. So this is closest comp to this in Smite 1 is Celestial Legion Plate Helm. From earlier seasons, I want to say it got removed maybe Season 8. Could have been even Season 7. I don't really remember, but the idea is that when you get hit, you're getting physical protections. And you have a little bit of physical protections and intelligence already on the item, so just a great way to kind of give yourself tankiness when you're taking damage. And in solo lane, when you're getting a lot of sustained damage hits, especially from things like Bluestone, you know, it's pretty great in helping you out. So we'll take right up kind of to that full thing right away. And it lets us play more aggressive, because a lot of the issue right now with this role is that time to kill is just so short. Tanks don't actually feel tanky at all. It sucks, to be honest. But when we build a little bit of defense, we're actually giving ourselves like more offensive opportunity, I guess you could say. And he is just dead, by the way. Like, it is not even close. We're gonna avoid the jump. If he brutalizes on us, we'll sunder him. I'm gonna sunder him actually anyways. I just want to like kind of get him to bug off a little bit. He does. Probably didn't even need to, honestly. I should have waited for the brutalize. I was a little bit worried about his damage, but we were doing a-okay there. So a little bit preemptive, but ultimately I don't think I'll need that sunder too bad. Again, I think this Chuck is just getting a little bit taken aback by the burst. So good for us, right? We're going to be able to get this tower here soon. We can kind of like start working on clearing this wave. We got even more gold plating. And we are up almost 2k gold. Yeah, I'm really not a huge fan of like how quick gold just piles up if you have better wave clear. I think it's really silly and not balanced, but hey, I mean, that's your kind of into if you want to get ahead in this role. Just pick better wave clear and don't die. I know that's like kind of like common sense, but it's way more important in this game than it was in Smite 1, because you would not have a lead like this in Smite 1. You might have a 600 gold lead, but no more than that. And that's why, honestly, Amaterasu coming out very soon, I don't think she's going to be great. Because she's going to really struggle in the early game, and you're actually going to like get behind. We'll see how her numbers look and stuff like that, but yeah, probably surprising to hear from me that I'm not super excited for Amma. I would have much preferred like a Hercules or an Osiris or something that I think would actually like fit this kind of map play a little bit more. Now, granted, if they start adjusting the map, you know, that's a little bit different. But for the time being, I'm not sure, unless they do change Amma to some extent, that she's actually going to be a good character on release. But we'll see. We will see. I haven't played any of those flash tests. We do have defense now. We're going to double down on that breastplate. Get more phys defense. And looking at their comp, actually, they have a full physical comp, so I don't need to go Voidstone. But generally speaking, I would. So we can just go into another phys defense item right after. Not too sure what just yet, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, don't really recommend these quad phys comps. I don't think they're great. So, yeah, just my piece of advice. We still have Sunder up. We can Sunder people to kind of poison them a little bit, so to speak. We can use it on a buff invade. We could rotate over to gold maybe, and do something over there. And I'm actually seeing with a big fight going on, we're just going to kind of get wave prio, silence him to make him leave us alone, and we're going to TP over to this and see if we can do something. No tier 1 tower means that we're kind of good to just like walk over and through any type of danger we want to. It seems like they're kind of getting out, which is fine though, because again, I'm sort of mind that I mean, that was convenient. I won't lie, that was pretty convenient. I'm kind of a mind that he's just dead here as well. That worked out great. I'm of mind though that we can just sunder the Gold Fury, and we're happy, we're feeling good. Now they're able to actually just do that, and we can just sunder this. So again, 1,000 damage just means you have the best secure on the map if you have Sunder. And the only thing that's going to really match you is another Sunder. Just Sunder it, we're going to pick that up. And now we're going to walk down left with this Naga minion buff, and we're going to see if we can get some towers. So again, double Fizz defense secure. Generally go Voidstone here. We don't need to because they don't have that type of magical damage on their draft, so we can kind of look at different things. A great item here into double physical would be Nemean, so that's just what we're going to do. We're going to go Nemean here. Going Shield of Regrowth would be okay. I guess even like Berserker Shield, funnily enough, would not be terrible. Spirit Robe is apparently bugged competitively, so I'm not advertising building Spirit Robe. I don't know what the bug is, but Spirit Robe is also just like fantastically OP, so that in ranked and stuff would be the thing I'd recommend. I'm just not going to do it personally. Anyways, we get the tower here. This guy uses his dash combo, and we can start to look at him a little bit. Okay, he's just going to run. That's fine. Remember, we have the Naga minions and a bit of a wave, so if he wants to run away and go like clear waves behind me, I'll just get his tower. It really doesn't matter. There's a 15-second cooldown in between proccing it, so we might not be able to use it like right away. I mean, 15 seconds has passed by this point, but if you go straight from tower to tower, you don't necessarily get the chance to use it per se, but looks like we're going to be able to get it in on this tower. It won't kill it on its own, not without us hitting it and like having clearance, which Chalk won't give us, but it'll still be like good damage. We can just kind of like send them and have them hit it with me. And we'll, as you can see, get a little bit off. We can just do this again, and pretty good stuff, nothing crazy, but pretty valuable. When you're grouped with a team, it's going to be pretty powerful. Fenner's rotating over, so I'm just going to kind of go back a bit. Get this Warhorn here, that's going to help us a lot. We can go get our blue. And really, it's just all about, in a very hectic game with minimal wards and stuff, how do you kind of excel? Number one, again, picking your matchup to be strong and advantageous is very important because that's a big issue right now. And then on top of that, just like playing not to die. We're able to be so far ahead of the whole lobby because there's a lot of farm in this role, but also just, dying is gonna really slow you down. So how can you kind of be careful and aware of the map as much as you can without vision? Some of that is a team thing to help you out, giving you an idea of where people are at, but a lot of it also is just on you to kind of be cautious. So it's a lot of guesswork, honestly, and sometimes it just doesn't go well. If Solane gets camped, you're going to have a bad game. Fortunately, there's not a lot you can do about it, and that's kind of what I hate right now. If somebody really wants to make your lane miserable, there's very little you can do. We get his ultimate there. I'm cool with that. Remember, he still does have Blink, but yeah, this guy is like allergic to blinking. I think he was about to blink right there, but life's good for us. We're going to be able to get a left tier 2 tower, potentially even a Phoenix here. I'm just going to go into the jungle and kind of invade some stuff here. Remember, we still do have Sunder for something if we need it. Doesn't look like we'll need it right this second. This guy's here. That's not good. I've got help, though, so I'm not super scared. Did silence him there, so he took a bit more damage. And yeah, whole squad is around. I'm going to be a little cautious. Kind of like cycle back over to this tier 2, get some poke off. We can come back. We still do have Sunder. I just don't want to get Fen ulted into some crazy combo. That would be no good. So just making sure we're careful about that. Holding our dash, most importantly. And looks like we are okay. We're going to Sunder this guy here. Team is kind of hitting him, so he's going to take some ticks. Obviously, took like an extra 200 from us. And that might be enough to kind of, yep, Just barely was enough to kind of help aid in that kill. Too bad. I wanted to see if that ult could catch him on the after effect. It did not. Sorry, we're gonna have to run here. This is bad times for us. Okay, the impale helped us out a little bit right there. I think I was out. Only way that that goes really bad is if I get stunned on like a wall that I, you know, that's not actually getting me any distance. That's why I went left instead of right there. But yeah, we're good. So good stuff for us. We're gonna get the Nemean here, and then some kind of intelligence item is cool. You know, why not? We could go Staff of Mirrodin. Item's really great in this guide. We can get a bunch of dashes. It's very fun, but it's like actually good as well. So that's always exciting when a fun item's actually viable. And this guy with the Sunder is able to get it. So great job on him. Huge steal. And the next Gold Fear is going to be that Ancient one, which disables towers. Want to get over to that when it spawns, but for the time being, great stuff. Feeling good. We get a Gold Brass here. I can actually just head back over to left. Again, we kind of walked out of base to head towards the gold side to, like, you know, defend slash attack slash look for something, but it's all over. We got what we needed. So back over here now. We go get our blue. We have triple fizz defense, so we are generally, like, with as much prots as we need. Now, obviously, we're nowhere near the cap, as these are not, like, great prot items per se, and there isn't really a cap in this game. It just kind of diminishes, just like in Smite 1 does to some degree. So we could get more fizz prots, but this is like a pretty happy spot for me. I'm not really super against, you know, going anymore. Or excuse me, not going anymore. So yeah, you know, Mirrodin. Oh, okay. We are very much in trouble here, folks. We got the silence off though, got the heal. Let's see, can the Loki save us? I just don't think it's going to be enough. It won't be. All right, they used a lot. They used a lot. We did get some good damage off though. That was fun. I can't lie. Damn. Yeah, the Ares popped the mushroom thingy, which healed this whole team like a good bit. It's like a stronger meditation. So it didn't look like we did that much damage, but I promise you we did. That sucks. I think if he doesn't have that, which it's a good pickup by him, but if he didn't have that, I think we're looking at maybe a different fight. Not sure. Either way, we get a tier 2 in mid for our woes. Maybe Fenrir dies here as well. So much visual vomit on the screen, but kills are kills. Good job, great Cuckoo ult. It's gonna be a 2 for me trade. Maybe a 3 for me trade. We did lose a tier 1 on left. That doesn't matter. Hell yeah, good job. And that's kind of, you know, what you hope for. Obviously, that's like a big commitment rotation, and they do kill us, but if you're going to spend that much, hopefully we get value elsewhere, and we do. So, good stuff. We don't have a Sunder up right now, which is a little scary if Ares walks in or Fenrir walks in, but thankfully I think Ares just spawned and Fenrir is still dead, so don't think there's going to be a huge issue. Obviously, if we silence the Ares, stuff like that, you know, also kind of keeps him away. I think, you know, a lot of this game is still kind of like in an infancy stage. Like, people have asked me, like, with Fire Giants, like, how do you play Zone? Generally speaking, with how squishy Fires are and the fact that Soul Laners are building Sunder, you're actually not zoning. You're just on top of the Fire Giant, and you're supposed to just burst it before they get in. So you, like, play a bush, take a fight before, but there's not, like, a hard zoning that's really going on, unless you're playing maybe, like, Odin, and you, like, just cage people off, you know, ahead of time, and then you jump back to Sunder. Something like that, but again, it's very like primitive and not well thought out, to be totally honest. I know most people aren't even having close enough games where you're consistently having firefights, but it's like awkward because quite frankly there isn't much of a firefight to exist. I think Fen might be coming over, so I'm a little cautious. You know, obviously we got to pick on it right, so it's cool to be a little patient and slow to just go get gold here, disable objectives and stuff, and then, you know, utilize that to our own advantages, obviously. We got our item, though, which is great. I can just go Triton's Conch here last. This is going to give us power and strength, intelligence and strength, excuse me, and also our whole team. So It's like a Pythags in Smite 1. Really great thing. Remember, we do have Staff of Mirrodin, so the way this works is we need to proc it, excuse me, before we use an ability, and then whenever we use our next ability, that's going to be the one that does not go on cooldown. So we're going to do that with our dash almost always on this character. I suppose you could do it with your silence too at times, but generally speaking, it's almost always used with Hades for his dash to just kind of close the gap on people. And, you know, it's kind of convenient as well because it makes Blink even less of a necessity with this. So, yeah, it can have a lot of really fun value, so to speak. And you get another dash if you really wanted to. It's a little excessive, but I guess it's up to you, right? Anyways, we're going to pop the thing right now, and we're going to look for a 1. Because now we can look for another one. Now he's dead. Get the ults off here. Our game is like absolutely exploding. We did get a triple somehow, so that's kind of cool. Hey, the fight went pretty good. Yeah, Mirrodin's really strong. I mean, just having that double dash or just flexibility, it's obviously hard to predict. It's hard to lock down. And again, we could have ulted right away to just get a third dash if we really needed to. We didn't, but you know, 3 dashes on a character in a row when you're used to 1 is pretty terrifying. And just through that, it's gonna be a win. We'll take a quick look at where we're at in the ranked look, but we've taken down Autospoot, who might be number 1 right now. He's at least up there, so that's pretty cool. GG's, of course. We'll take a quick look at the ranked. Yeah, we're at Masters 2, so doing pretty good for ourselves so far. But yeah, that's the Hades build I'd recommend. Again, if you're into magicals, you can go Voidstone and maybe Shroud of Darkness, I think is what it's called. Those are good items. The Bauble looking item is quite good as well. Things like Spear Robe really strong. So yeah, that's that. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed the Hades match. Comment below what you'd like to see in the future. I know videos are like a little bit less frequent, even though I said they're going to be more frequent. A lot of that is college. You know, just started, kind of need to get my schedules settled and all that. But as always, I do appreciate it, and I'll see you sometime very, very soon. Peace out.